because being in a van allows me to live a nomadic lifestyle and have stability through work, and it lets me live in these high cost of living cities without losing most of my money to rent, and it lets me live a more free and less burdened life because I don't have to work so hard to maintain my rent and consume so much in the city. Once you figure out you want to stand up in your RV, there's options with Ram, with Mercedes, with Ford Transit. They all have high roofs. Ram just didn't feel like a quality build. Like the parts were cheap. There were a lot of like plastics when we just went inside, and like the joints just didn't feel sturdy. Mercedes, you can see the quality, but the problem is it's very hard for maintenance. So if you go into shops, they might not have Mercedes parts, and the maintenance is much more expensive than the other van options. So Ford Transit is perfect because the build is high quality and it can be very easily maintained. First you figure out the van, and then you look at different online designs, and you get very excited from the different online designs. So then you just take these designs, take them apart, and you just start building toward one of these designs. But then halfway through, you probably diverge from it as you see other designs. So it's like there's all these multiple cascading designs, and the whole thing just gnaws through all the designs and picks up bits and pieces. And you only have to think about the constraints of your space when you build first. For electrical, what you have in the system and the different voltages, amp hour, solar, power consumption, that kind of stuff. But all the other stuff is you can pick bits and pieces from different designs as long as the core pieces fit together.
Is the sweetest thing. I smile at every beat with a skip in my heart.
So there's like 3 layers to the floor. There's the first layer where you just put in insulation, and like the Ford Transit 250, it's like a bitch to put in insulation because the pattern on the floor makes no sense. Like it's like a randomly striped cheetah. All the different panels are just all over the place, and you have to custom cut every single one, put in the styrofoam into these crevices, and then you can put on the next layer. And if you mess up a single one of these crevices, then the floor is uneven. So we had to do multiple cuts and recuts on the floor before putting in the first layer, the second layer, and finishing off with a third layer and sealing everything with waterproofer so water does not leak in.
就很好，就轻轻的，就是速度很慢的就进去，它不需要快的。